Welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Dr. Farah Laurent. Today, I want to talk to you about how video content and showing up on video and going live on LinkedIn can literally change your career, can change your business, can change your life, and really just help you grow. All right. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Farah, aka Dr. Laurent, the nurse career coach, host of the Nurses Making Money Moves conference. I've helped over 100 nurses land their dream specialty position, and I help them level up their career and help them land that specialty position in less than 90 days. And part of the way that I've been able to grow on LinkedIn over the last 3 years has been through creating video content and going live here on LinkedIn. I'm also going live on YouTube, Facebook, excuse me, at the same time. All right. So I know a lot of you have been following my journey. Some of you may just be new to this channel. So please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, put what city, what country. And we're going to talk about video content today, the importance of video, why you should be showing up on video, and why going live is so important. I talk about this very often. Also, I wanted to highlight that I've been featured in an amazing magazine called Achievers Magazine. I just shared this morning. So that's me right there, your cover girl. So shout out to Lady V, Victoria, for featuring me on this magazine. And it's very special to me because it's Women's History Month. This is a Women's History Month special edition. I was trying to share it earlier, but I couldn't. But this is the actual article. So when I figure it out, I'll try to share it online so you guys could see it. So shout out to Achievers Magazine. So why am I talking about all these things, right? It is imperative that you are visible. Number one. Number two, I talk about this all the time, that you manage your personal brand. Whether you know it or not, as a nurse, you do have a brand. Are you managing your personal brand? And what does that look like, right? And how can you manage it? Number three, you want to be seen as an industry expert, as an industry leader, as a nurse, right? And you are a subject matter expert. It's just, what do you choose to talk about in your message? What is your purpose? What are you truly passionate about? What do you want to make an impact in? Okay. So for me, many people know that I talk a lot about new graduate nurses, about nursing students, helping them with that transition to practice, supporting them with career guidance so that they could know what specific specialty they should be going into to help them with that clarity and to help them get there faster, right? And not just settle for any job, because I know many of us are told as nursing students, I was told I should go to med-surg. Of course, I share the story all the time. My clinical instructor literally laughed at me and was like, "You'll never be an emergency nurse. You're not going to make a good nurse because you're too unorganized, and you should go to med-surg." Of course, I didn't listen. I got into the emergency department, started working there 2 days after graduation, not even having passed my board certifications in Canada yet. They still hired me as a nursing student. And how did I do that? Because of my mindset, my drive, and I went for it. I applied, and not only did I get that one job, I actually got 2 emergency offers. That was the only 2 emergency departments in the city that I worked. But of course, I chose the trauma hospital, right? So that's something I'm very passionate about, is helping new graduate nurses get to the specific areas that they want to get to. So if you happen to be watching this, do not settle. Do not listen to recruiters or other people telling you that you can't. Don't listen to other nursing students or other nurses telling you that you have to start in med-surg. That is so old school thinking. And I'm shocked that people are still telling new nurses that they need to go into med surg. You don't even have to go into the hospital setting. There's so many opportunities for you. So that's something I'm obviously very passionate about. I could talk about forever. The second thing is I like to also help nurses get into leadership positions and education positions, because it was very hard for me to transition as an emergency nurse into education and into leadership. However, I did so. I got board certifications, advanced degrees, and I got to a director level uh, director of education, all the way up to associate dean. But, along the way, I started my nurse career coaching business, helping these new nurses, because literally I'm just helping my younger self, right? And realized there's so many other nurses who are interested in growing in their career. They feel stuck, so if you're a nurse that's watching, listening, you feel stuck in your career, you're like, oh my goodness, there must be something more. I want to make, excuse me, a greater impact, then you need to make that change now. I'm actually hosting a mastermind retreat. It's focused mainly on aspiring nurse entrepreneurs and nurse entrepreneurs. However, the same concepts apply. I'm going to go into why creating video content and going live can transform your career and transform your business. You want to be seen, like I said, as an industry expert. You want to share information, valuable information that people gravitate towards and that will naturally reach out to you to want to work with you. And that is a special type of marketing that we call inbound marketing, right? So it's a strategy where people see you so much, constantly seeing you. When someone sees you multiple times, and there's different rules on this, sometimes they say 7 times, it depends. And in multiple different areas, you're going to be seen as an expert, and they're going to be like, okay, I'm more likely to work with this person or want to buy their services because I trust them. And this is the power of video, the power of going live, like I'm doing right now on LinkedIn. So you need to take this seriously, right? A lot of nurses are afraid to go live, afraid to show up on video because they're working full time, or maybe you're working part time. Well, LinkedIn has a lot of different features where you can actually pre-record a video and set it for a different time. So you can create content and distribute it at different times. So maybe you can create all your content on the weekends and then distribute it later in the week. You can go live on the weekends. Let's say you're off on the weekends, you can go live on the weekend. Even if you just go live once a week, it is a game changer. Going live will actually increase your engagement, and there's statistics on this, more than just posting regularly on LinkedIn. And once you increase engagement and people are, getting to know you more, commenting more on your lives, what will happen is later on, people will reach out to you to want to work with you. You'll get more opportunities. I've gotten so many speaking opportunities, collaborations, asked to be on podcasts, just from doing video content over these last 3 years and going live, such as I'm doing now on LinkedIn. So shout out to Karen. Thank you, Karen. She says she is listening from Dutchess County, New York. Yes, actually, I used to live in New York City for quite some time, and I just left the East Coast, and we just moved to the Tampa Bay area. So shout out to New York. I miss my New York City vibes. So let me know if you're watching, what city, what country you're watching from. If you have any questions about video content, if you have any questions about business, specifically if you're a nurse that wants to start a business, or you're new in business, maybe you're a health uh, consultant, a coach, and you're not sure how to grow your business, you're having difficulty attracting clients, getting clients. As a nurse career coach, when I first started, I had no clue about marketing. I didn't know much about social media content. And over the last 3 years, I've learned so much about business, about content creation, going live. So this is why I've decided, like I said, to host this mastermind. It's going to be in Clearwater Beach, May 2nd and May 3rd. And I'm going to take you through a transformation. You are going to come out of that mastermind so confident, so clear about what it is that you need to do to be able to attract more clients, to get more opportunities so that you can ultimately get paid more, right? So that you can make more of an impact and be more in alignment with what it is that you want to do in nursing. So it's a limited amount of people. I'm only accepting 10 people. Um, and I only have 2 spots left. So, like I said, it's going to be Clearwater Beach. I don't even have to explain. Like literally Google Clearwater Beach and you're gonna see. It's one of the most visited beaches in the US. It looks literally like you're somewhere in the Caribbean. So there's a lot of different things that you'll get. You'll get like a spa treatment, breakfast, lunch, get to hang out with other nurses, nurse entrepreneurs. You get to hang out with me as we go through why video content is so important, why going live is important, and we're actually going to do it. It's not going to just be talking about it. We're actually going to do it in person, one-on-one support. I'm going to be there showing everybody how to do it. And then really, like I said, we're going to talk about visibility, personal branding, and even things like creating a newsletter and why that's important to attract clients because you're constantly sharing. So video content and going live is great, but also having a newsletter compounds that, because if I used to do a newsletter once a month, but now I'm doing it weekly, my marketing coach was like, Fair, you need to do it weekly. Because what happens is your searchability on Google increases, right? You can rank on Google. I'm not an expert in SEO and all that, but what happens simply when people Google you, if you have a newsletter and you have a business, or what if you're just trying to grow in your career, you're more likely to get opportunities because you'll be found on Google a lot easier than somebody who doesn't write articles on LinkedIn or do newsletters. Okay. What's up, Ava? Let me know where you're watching from, Ava. I can't remember. Let me know where you're watching from. She says, thank you for always dropping these gems. Yes, you are so welcome. And if this time works for y'all, I'm going to try to go live around this time, like around 10:30, more often, because I also try to go live around lunchtime, Eastern time, like around 12 noon, 12:30. And I'm going to be also starting back up the Nursing Dose with Farah is where this will still be on YouTube. So please subscribe to the Nursing Dose with Farah on YouTube or Spotify if you haven't. But I'm going to start interviewing a couple guests again. I'm going to get back into that groove. So definitely look out for more of those. So yes, please let me know if you have any specific questions about video or going live. And let me know if you guys are watching, Karen, Ava, or anybody else watching. Do you create video content? And if you do, how often do you do it? And have you ever gone live? And talk to me about any of the questions that you may have or concerns or anything like that. Drop them in the comments. Even if you happen to be watching the replay, drop comments in there. And like I said, if you're interested in learning more about how to be confident on video, how to share your expertise, how to be seen as a thought leader an industry expert, subject matter expert, so you can be invited to speaking engagements, so you can get more opportunities, so that you can grow your business and get clients, that clients are actually attracted to you. You don't even have to reach out to them. They will start reaching out to you. And that is called inbound marketing, because you're going to be seen basically as the expert in your area, right? Your zone of genius. So people will naturally gravitate to you. And even if they don't come to you directly, what will happen is other people may not even be in nursing, might see this content, right? So they might say, like, oh, I'm not a nurse, but Farah, Dr. Laurent is an expert in helping new graduate nurses find their dream job in nursing. So you should reach out to her. You will start getting referrals from people that are not even in your industry, because once they see you as the expert on video on LinkedIn, constantly, consistently showing up day after day after day. And this is where that consistency comes in. You can't just drop a video like once a month and think like, yeah, why am I not getting any clients? Why am I not getting opportunities? I'm talking about being consistent. So I've been consistent on LinkedIn for the last 3 years, posting written posts. I would say anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, sometimes every day, 3 times a day, posting and doing video and going live at least 1 to 3 times a week. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about consistency. And I don't care what anybody says, you will eventually start getting clients that will just come to you. Okay. So Ava says she's watching from North Carolina. Yes, North Carolina. Hey, Darlene, my belle, one of my favorites. Darlene came to the Nurses Making Money Moves conference in Tampa. We had such a good time. She says, I did weekly lives on another SM platform, and I would like to start here. Absolutely, Darlene. You need to be going live on LinkedIn. We're going to talk more about that. And I still have hope that you can come to the mastermind in Clearwater Beach. Let's manifest that, Darlene. Like, you need to come. You need to come to Florida, Clearwater Beach, May 2nd and 3rd. Let's make it happen. Okay. And I will share more. I will share the flyer after this live is done, and the specific landing page where you can find out more about the mastermind. So like I said, this is not going to be like a fluff mastermind. We're actually going to create video content in Clearwater Beach. We're actually going to set up your live stream so that you can learn how to do it step by step and schedule you to go live. Teach you how to invite people to your live, because guess what? You can actually invite, I believe, depending on how many followers you have and stuff like that, I believe it's like anywhere from 1,000 people to 4,000 people a month on your lives. Now think about that. If you invite, let's say 1,000 people, right, to your live, and you can be specific and target the specific areas that you want people to come from. You can target by city and say, hey, I want people from San Jose, California to show up, or I want people from Tampa to come, or I want people from North Carolina in this area to come, or, Connecticut or whatever. And then there's another area where you can actually target, let's say, nursing schools and say, hey, I want people from NYU to come to my live. So once you click that, you'll invite all those people to come. Now, let's say only about 100 people come to your live. Well, guess what? What will happen is at least a couple of those people may be interested in what it is that you're offering, and they may book a consultation call. So let's say 10 of them book a consultation call out of that 100, right? I guarantee you at least 1 or 2 of those individuals will book with you, will purchase your offer, whatever it is that you're offering. So for me, and where is my book? For those who are aspiring nurse entrepreneurs, let me grab my book. I wrote a book called Nurses Making Money Moves, A Nurse's Guide to Starting a Business. It's an actual workbook. So let's say you're watching this and you're like, you know what? I want to start a coaching business or a consulting business. I'm not quite sure how to do this. I need more clarity. This is the book for you. It's an actual workbook, and you can get it on nursefair.com. I'll drop the link below. Darlene says, check me, boo, working on it. Yes, I know you have that webinar coming up where people can sign up. So definitely check out Darlene and connect with her. She does a lot of things on wellness and preventing burnout for nurses and things like that. So shout out to Darlene. So yes, get the book. And who is this mastermind for? Like I said, if you are a nurse, you're tired of working at the bedside, or you're tired of working full time, you're like, you know what? I want to do something on the side, something different. Like I said, I started my nurse career coaching business while working full time, while going to school and having 2 small kids and a husband. So listen, you got time. Okay. You got time today. Okay. You got time. So literally, it takes about 3 days, 3 to 4 days on average to register an LLC, a limited liability company. If that's the business structure that you wish to do, that's what I chose to do, an LLC. You can literally, depending on what state you live in, Google it or go to YouTube and you will see the steps on how to do that. Okay. Obviously, you need to do some market research, find out what it is, your potential target audience. What do you want to do? Is it a service-based business or a product that you want to sell? Obviously, service-based businesses are the easiest thing to do, because if you want to be a consultant or a coach, all you're doing is sharing your intellectual property, sharing your knowledge and your skills and your experience with someone, right? So, but obviously you need a system, you need a structure, a framework, all this type of stuff, right? You need to know a little bit about sales, marketing. So this is all this stuff is going to be covered in the book, Nurses Making Money Moves. So definitely purchase your copy, grab your copy on nursefair.com. But when you're ready to, excuse me, my throat is acting up. When you're ready to register your business, literally, it can take less than a week. You register your business with the state. Boom, you got an LLC. It's not that hard. Next thing you know, you just need a way to collect payment, and we're on the way. Like, let's go. People are making digital courses out here that you can sell. Y'all, there are people who are not even in the healthcare industry, who are not even nurses, that are doing health coaching. I mean, again, no shame to that. Some of them are probably doing a great job, but think about all the knowledge and expertise that we have as nurses. I have over 20 years of experience in emergency medicine, education, leadership. You have worked in many different areas, whether it's long-term care, acute care, critical care, whatever. You have something to offer. You have something to sell. I don't care if you're a nursing student. If you're a nursing student and you're like, you know what? It's hard out here in these nursing student streets and I need some money. Well, guess what? You don't have to be a full-fledged nurse to start a business. You can be a nursing student and start a business. You can be a nursing student that creates content, video content, that can help you land your dream job. I did this with one of my clients. Her name is Jamie. Go on LinkedIn. You'll see her recommendation. I'm going to actually share it later today because I have a scheduled post. I think it's going to come out at 3:00, where she talks about, we worked together. I went through personal branding with her, how to interview, all that stuff. She shared one video, an introduction video that we worked on. I kid you not. Once she posted it, 14 hours after that video, she's from California. 14 hours later, a recruiter messaged her in her inbox. And this is what I'm talking about, inbound marketing, right? Whether it's your career or in your business, the recruiter messaged her and said, hey, you should apply to this nurse residency program in labor and delivery. We would love for you to apply. She applied. I, walked through all that stuff with her. She made it to multiple interviews. The recruiter kept in touch with her, all that stuff. She stood out just from doing one LinkedIn video. She got the job. Okay. And she is the one that I shared with. I did a case study on her. Labor and delivery as a new nurse in California, a competitive area, as they say. But listen, the majority of my clients are from California and they're slaying and getting these jobs. Okay. And she got day shift, new grad, day shift, L&D, making about $170K in California. Now, I'm just saying, okay, the power of investing in yourself, right? So she invested in me as a nurse career coach. She trusted me because she saw how much content that I was giving away for free. She saw the value. She saw all my recommendations and testimonials on LinkedIn and on my website. So she's like, boom, she's credible. People have worked with her. So this is what I'm saying. The fact that you need social proof, right? You need proof that you are going to deliver results. And this is what I'm saying. Showing up on video, going live is going to give you so many different opportunities that you're going to be blown away. But you need to be doing it consistently and you need to do it correctly. So if you want to learn more, put mastermind and you can book your seat before it's all done May 2nd and May 3rd in Clearwater Beach, where we're going to go through step by step how to create content that attracts clients, attracts opportunities, and helps you grow in your business and helps you grow in your career, right? So that you can make money moves. You can make more money so you can have the freedom to do what it is that you want to do. I know a lot of nurses, we like to travel, we like to spend time with our families. It's going to give you the opportunity to have more opportunities, right? I need to have some water next to me next time. Okay, tip, have some water next to you when you are going live. Okay. And then quickly, I just wanted to share with you another big tip that I always share before and I end this. When you are going live on LinkedIn, it is very efficient because right now I'm using a third-party streaming company called Restream. I'm going live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So what happens later, I could take this long form video, which is going to be about 30 minutes. I can take that and literally chop it up. You can use AI tools to do this. Chop it up, create short form content that I can now have to repost on different social media platforms or repost on LinkedIn as short form video content. What do I mean by short form? Short form video content can be anywhere from like 15 seconds to about 90 seconds. And then LinkedIn right now is really pushing short videos. So if you keep your video to about a minute or under 90 seconds, it will potentially go through the video feed and more people will see your video. It is huge. I did a video a couple weeks ago. It was something about how like your GPA will not help you get a job, even if you have like a 4.0. That video, I think, got like over 80,000 views. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. You don't necessarily need to have a huge following. You don't have to have like a huge following of like, say, 5,000 people or 10,000 people on LinkedIn or whatever it is. You just need to be able to create valuable content that is meaningful and impactful so that people continue to watch your content and find it valuable. And that's how you will attract opportunities, attract more clients, and that you will continue to grow in your career as a nurse and continue to grow in your business. If nobody knows about you, no one knows that you exist. Excuse me. They don't know what you do. They don't know the value that you bring. They don't know what type of person you are, like your personality and things like that. They're not going to be able to decide whether they like you and want to work with you. And they're not going to be able to trust you. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Same thing in nursing, in your career. Think about how life works and how your career works. We all know it's not the most qualified person that will always get the job. We know this. It's the person that is the most confident, the most competent, and is able to articulate that competence to say, yes, I am able to do this job, right? Be able to articulate their value so that when other people perceive them, which is this personal brand, when you're perceived to be confident and competent, you communicate well, you're able to, you know, you're able to communicate this value to other people and people see you and know you. And they're like, oh, I constantly see her on LinkedIn. She's always dropping gems. She's always, given all the secrets to how to grow in your career or how to do this, or she's a subject matter expert in this or that, XYZ. Let's ask her to speak at this conference. Let's ask this person to get promoted. You will get countless opportunities, but you need to show up. You need to show up in the correct way. You need to show up on video. You need to show up on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so powerful. People don't understand the power of LinkedIn. There are over 1 billion people on LinkedIn, 1 billion globally. People on LinkedIn are serious. They are decision makers. They have money to spend. They want to do business with you. 95% of recruiters, for this is all my job seekers, 95% of recruiters will search you on LinkedIn and check out your profile before they even invite you for an interview. So LinkedIn is your promotional page. Whether you have a business or not, LinkedIn is the perfect place to build out your personal brand. And it's like your promotional page. So be very intentional about your banner, your headline, what it is that you do, the value that you bring, your certifications, whatever else that you want to show on there. And as a business, you don't necessarily have to have a website. I know people that don't have websites that are crushing it in business and that are making money using LinkedIn or other formats like a landing page. But LinkedIn is where they get all their business. That's where I get all my business, is through LinkedIn. I would say 90% of the business that I get, my clients come to me that are new graduate nurses, nursing students. They come to me because they've seen a video of me on LinkedIn. When I get on consultation calls with them, I will ask them, hey, where did you see me? Most of them will say, well, I saw this video where you were talking about this, this, and this, or I saw a post where you did this and this. But I will say 90% of them will say it was through a video, or they saw a live about me talking about certain things. And that's why they reached out to me. Some of them do see my post, but I would say most of them are attracted to me because of the video content that I provide. And why is that? Because video is the closest thing that you can get to meeting a person in real life, right? You get to see people's personality, their interaction, how they speak, and really you'll be like, oh, I like this person's vibe. I think I can work with them. But when you're writing a post, number one, you don't even know if that is the person's real thoughts because they could literally just be using AI and posting it there, right? You cannot lie through video, especially not on lives, because this is a place where you interact with people. People ask you real questions on a Q&A like live like this. And if you cannot answer, you will be exposed, right? So truly going live shows your expertise because you are in the flesh, you're real, you're answering questions in real time. And people are like, yeah, like they're the real deal, right? So if you found this valuable, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about how to show up on video confidently, how to communicate your value so that you can attract more clients, so that you can make more money with ease, right? I'm not talking about resistance. I'm not talking about you having to convince people about your business. No, 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 no. I'm talking about attraction, attracting the right people. Literally will be in your inbox like, hey, I want to work with you. That's the type of inbound marketing I'm talking about, the type of powerful attraction that you will create once you are creating video content correctly. Once you are on video, you will be a magnet for opportunities and getting clients. And essentially, the impact that you make will be so valuable that you will just attract money. That is the whole abundance mindset, right? The more you give away for free. Because I talk to so many nurses, especially new entrepreneurs, new nurses. They're like, well, I don't know if I want to come on here and give all my information for free, all my content for free, because I don't want to do that. I want people to pay me. Well, guess what? The more you give away, the more you will receive. Okay, that's just the law of attraction, of abundance. You have to give away, and you will receive. Okay, so think about all the huge content creators like Alex Hermosi, Layla Hermosi, um, constantly giving information on YouTube. Gary V is another big one that I watch. Neil Patel, all these big marketers, they talk about the importance of video marketing, video content, and giving away your stuff for free and giving away valuable content so that people will trust you and they'll see you as an expert. So, like I said, if you want to be seen as an expert, you want to grow your career, you want to grow your business, follow me for more content, direct message me, let's chat. If you want to work with me, direct message me. If you want to come to this mastermind in Clearwater Beach, it's May 2nd and 3rd, Friday and Saturday. 2 days you're going to spend with me, and we're going to go through all this content in depth. Like, look, I only spent about not even 40 minutes with you. Imagine all the gems and everything that you'll get in person for 2 days that'll help transform your business, transform your mindset so that you can show up confidently on video, create content that attracts opportunities and attracts clients. So if you are ready for that, put mastermind in the comments, and I will see you in Clearwater Beach, May 2nd and May 3rd. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Nursing Dose with Farah. Yeah. And again, let's celebrate. I'm a cover girl. That's me. And if you want to get my book, Nurses Making Money Moves, A Nurse's Guide to Starting a Business, you can go to my website, nursefarah.com, and you can get it there. I'll drop all the links and all the information to the mastermind. And I might even go live later today. Depends. All right. Have a great day. I hope this was valuable.